Conservatives in the Northeast. We were here not too long ago, and we are so glad to be back here. This is our last stop on our 4th Tea Party Express tour across the country. And we are about 12 hours away till the first ballots are cast. Are you ready to fire some of the worst offenders in Washington? Like Harry Reid? I assure you the rest of the country is too, and we have been working hard to make that happen. And as we were riding the buses in here, Sharon Angle is up 4 points. Harry Reid is a dead man walking. And I am so happy we are flying to Vegas tomorrow night, and we are going to be there when Harry Reid gives his retirement speech. You know, Washington's out of control, wouldn't you say? And we all have worked tirelessly this past year and a half to change these people's minds in Washington. We haven't been able to do so, so now we're going to change their faces. The time has come to put down the protest signs, pick up the campaign signs, and engage, because if we're truly going to affect change, we're going to do it at the ballot box. Let me see the campaign signs out there. Way to go, you guys. These candidates need our help. They can't do it without us. And Tea Party Express, we decided early this past summer to get involved in the primaries, because you see, if you don't engage in the primaries come November, you're going to be voting for the lesser of two evils. And that's why we got behind and supported some true constitutional conservatives, some common sense conservatives, and they are on the ballots in states across this country. And I feel sure tomorrow that a tsunami is going to hit Washington, D.C. You know, this Tea Party movement started about 1.5 years ago by average Americans just like all of us. I'm just a mom who was sick and tired, fed up of Washington and politics as usual, and I decided to get off my couch and do something about it. I was tired of screaming and yelling at my TV and radio. So 22 people came together through Twitter, and we planned for the first round of tea parties after Rick Santelli had his rant. After that first round of tea parties, we held tea parties on Tax Day last year, April 15th. And then in September, we had the biggest tea party of all on the steps of the U.S. Capitol. I'm sure many of you were there. That was a great day. But you know, these people, these jokers in Washington, continue to ignore us. And the analysts and pundits and commentators, you know, those politicos that live there inside of D.C. that think they know everything, well, they don't have a clue of what's going on. They even said it back in January when they said there was no way Scott Brown could win that Senate seat in Massachusetts. That was the first shot across the bow. And now, here we are on the eve of a historic midterm election. And as we have ridden these buses across the country, we have watched so much political coverage on every station you can imagine. And the most amazing thing is, you can't watch any political coverage without them mentioning Tea Party. Yeah! And they are talking about all of us. And that is amazing. They can't figure us out. But, you know, they've been able to ignore us the past 1.5 years and go about their business and continue to shove this legislation down our throats and not care what we the people want. But tomorrow, they are no longer going to be able to ignore us. The thing is, you have to remember, tomorrow is only the first step. You know, we didn't get here overnight. We're not going to change it overnight. We have to continue to work and remain vigilant. When we send these new people, these new conservatives to Washington, we have to hold their feet to the fire. We have to hold them accountable. And they need to remember that they work for us. And if they don't do what they are sent there to do, we will fire them just as we are firing these other people tomorrow. And I assure you, we will not forget. We are not going away. We are going to have more citizen lobbyists than ever before in American history. And I know you're going to join me in that, aren't you? That's right. I am so excited, and I'm so proud to be here with all of you and to be part of this movement. We truly are making history. It is we the people, and we are going to take back our capital in our Washington, D.C. That's all that matters. And tomorrow, you know, I'm not sure what they're going to think. I know they're going to be surprised, and they're going to be shocked. But they're going to pack. That's right. Well, you know, we had a retirement party for Harry Reid earlier this year out in Searchlight, Nevada. Governor Sarah Palin was there. That was when we kicked off our 3rd bus tour. And ever since then, we've told Harry he needs to follow the Searchlight on home. And he can build a retirement community there in Searchlight. I think they only have 800 people that live there. When we had our retirement party, that was the most people that had probably ever been to Searchlight at one time, ever. And there's plenty of room there for him to build a retirement community for him and all his cronies out of Washington, D.C. We've already retired one of them, or we're working on retiring one of them. You know, he's not going to be the next senator, I don't think, from Delaware. He's Harry Reid's pet, and I think he needs to go with Harry, don't you? You guys, we have a great program here tonight, and we are all really excited. I mean, this has been a long tour, and it is tiring, but every time we come out and stand shoulder to shoulder with all of you and see the people across this country that care so much about what our country is going through, and that know that you are standing with us and want to get our country back on a sound economic footing. You do, don't you? I mean, we can't spend our way out of debt. This is not rocket science. It's pretty simple. So it makes us feel good. It energizes and invigorates us. And you know, when you go to the polls tomorrow, you should go with a smile on your face, because we are turning things around and we are taking back control. One thing I want to mention is, you know, we have done this tour. This is our 4th tour, and probably our biggest tour, not our longest one, but our biggest one. We have this big Jumbotron over here from Americans for Prosperity, one of our coalition partners. The Jumbotron has followed us all the way across the country. Liberty.com is one of our coalition partners. I see that AFP sign. I am AFP. And November is coming. Is that on the other side? I think November is here. And we have other coalition partners too. But right now, you know, I just want to mention that we are able to do what we do with your support. We are a federal PAC, and that means that we cannot accept any corporate money. All of our money comes from individual donors across the country, and the largest donation that we can receive is $5,000. So we have done amazing things with these donations that we've received all across the country. And one of the things that we've done, we did it for Scott Brown, we did it for Sharon Angle, and Joe Miller and Christine O'Donnell and several others, is we run commercials, both TV and radio. And before we ever endorsed a candidate, we launched a Defeat Harry Reid campaign. And we did that earlier in the year, and then we endorsed Sharon Angle. But Harry Reid has always been our #1 target. He is a Senate Majority Leader, and he can say he's not responsible for this and that. He said it in a debate not too long ago with Sharon Angle, and she told him to man up, Harry Reid. Well, I hope he's going to man up tomorrow when he gives his retirement speech. But I'm going to play for you one of our commercials right now targeting Harry Reid. He is our #1 target, and I am so excited that he's going to be retired tomorrow. Let's watch this Jumbotron.